of the Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. He's Damian Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike D, and we talk about music, movies, and so much more.
From verdict to deliverance to retribution, to the very last beat of a dead man's pulse.
Welcome back to another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode 98. This one we're going to review the new Megadeth record, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. We're going to give you, we kind of ranked, the entire record, and then, at the end, we'll put together like our master order, I guess, right?
Yeah. We'll do worst to best in songs, and we'll do it that way.
Yeah, worst to best.
Okay, so Megadeth, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. Okay, Dame. There's like what 14 tracks, but we didn't count the 2 cover songs, and we didn't count the little instrumental segue part.
Yeah, it was like 10 seconds.
Yeah, so we cut out the cover songs to make it fair, and we cut out the instrumental, so there'll be 11 tracks. So we're going to start off with number 11. Dame, what was your least favorite on the record?
My least favorite was pretty clear cut. As soon as I heard the intro, I was like, "Oh, this is bad, really bad." It's a song "Junkie." I just think it was kind of cheesy, just like the title. It's kind of like a little juvenile, I thought. The intro definitely sealed the deal. I was like, okay, I do not like this. It could be Stairway to Heaven after this. The intro killed, just destroyed it for me. So I got that as the worst track on the record. With that being said, the way I ranked everything, I used each song on a scale of 1 to 5, and I gave this a 3. So as bad as it might be on this record, it's still pretty good. So,
yep. Mike D.
I know it sounded like I contradicted myself, but I take the intro away, listen to everything else. I thought it was pretty good.
Mike D. What comes in at number 11 for you?
For me, it was easy for me. It was that Mission to Mars, and as the song goes along, it wasn't that bad, but it kind of started off with these weird lyrics, and I don't know, didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I'm also going with Mission to Mars for the worst track. It's still, like Dame said, worst
it wasn't
track.
Horrible.
No, it's the worst track for me on the record, but it's still a decent song. The whole record's pretty damn good. So I would say it's my least favorite on the record. It has some really awesome parts in it, though. Some real cool musical parts. There's even like the part before the verses. The main riff is so damn good. I wish it was more like that. But the one thing I will say, I listened to this record 4 or 5 times so far. The song definitely grows on you. I'm starting to like the Mission to Mars song more. I'm not saying I like it better than the rest, but I'm definitely starting to like it the more I hear it. The lyrics are a little bit rough, but it's all right. It's all right. But it's good. It's still, like Dame said, it's probably like a 3. And to me, 3 is replay value. It's good. Okay, Damo, what do you got for number 10?
Number 10, I had Sacrifice. I also ranked this one a 3, but I ranked 3 tracks with a 3. So I went back, I listened to those 3, and I just ranked them how, okay, well, this Junkie was definitely the worst, I thought. Sacrifice I liked, and then the next one I liked a little bit better. So that's how I ranked it. So I honestly, I don't really recall much about any of these songs except the ones I ranked pretty high. Right. They're all really good, really solid, but nothing really kind of like stuck out. Yeah.
Yep. Mike D, what do you got for number 10?
Number 10, and this is funny because like this, I had The Sick, the Dying, and don't need to say the whole title of it, but I was like going into this, and I'm like, oof, this is going to be a rough ride here with this, because I thought this was just going to this album was going to be a rough listen. after hearing this song. But the second time around, I actually liked it a little bit better. But I'm still putting it in that spot. Not to say that it was terrible.
Yeah. For number 10, We'll Be Back. For me, that's number 10. Not bad. It sounds more like a filler track, but same thing. It's not less than a 3. It's still good. It's still a decent song. It's just not the best song on the record for me.
Did you rank all your songs the same way?
Yes.
Did you rank each one like 1 to 5? Or?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I didn't.
Yep.
I do, but I kind of like the feel. I don't know. Like I kind of know what I don't like. I know what I really like, and then I kind of just fill in the in between.
There were a bunch of 3s. There was at least 4 or 5 3s for me, which I had to figure out what I like better.
Yeah, I did it on a number system just because the visual helped me in the end. And I actually averaged out everything, and I have like my master average,
nice.
Out of 5 stars, which I'll mention afterwards.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that at the end. Okay, so going on to number 9. What do you have for number 9, Damo?
This is the third and last song that I had ranked at number, or gave it a 3 out of 5, and it's Killing Time. So I like this one better than the other 2 songs that I gave the same ranking. That's why I put it at 9.
Right. What do you got, Mike Dick?
For number 9, I have Life in Hell. And this is where it gets a little like weird for me, because I actually kind of really liked everything from here. I mean, if I had to give it a number system, I would, say the first were like a 3 and maybe get the rest in the 4 areas, but I don't know. This is a pretty good album for me. I like this album a lot.
Yep. For me, the 9th song would be The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. It starts out with a really cool open with the little chanting going on. I really thought that was cool.
That was cool, yeah.
It was cool. A really awesome guitar part in the beginning. That little guitar thing he's doing is really good. The breakdown part's good. The song does grow on you. The more you listen to it, the more you're going to like it. When I first heard it, I was like, this is so-so. It's all right. But it gets a little bit better, because this was ranked lower for me at first, and I changed it. It definitely grows on you. I think most of the album does the same. It grows on you. What do you got for number 8 there, Damo?
Number 8, I have Dogs of Chernobyl. Nothing really stuck out on this one, other than it being a little long.
Yeah, it was long.
Over 6 minutes, but it was pretty, definitely pretty good.
Mike D.
I have a Sacrifice.
Okay.
Just basic, Megadeth kind of song.
Middle line, yep. For me, 8 was Junkie. And when I first heard the intro, kind of has a Def Leppard thing going on. That kind of like a Def Leppard effect, hysteria effect to it. It's okay, but I think what made me probably rank it a little bit higher, the lyrics are pretty good. Besides the Junkie line's kind of cheesy, the rest of the lyrics are pretty what everybody thinks, I think, so
yeah,
the lyrics are
just the
good.
chorus.
The chorus is bad.
It's the title. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
It almost sounds like Megadeth trying to go poppy. I don't know. Just it misses the mark there. The lyrics,
yeah, but they've hit that territory before.
Sure they have. Sure they have. It's middle of the road. It's probably a 3 for me. Damo, number 7.
7, I had Soldier On. Which is one of the few tracks that was solely written by Dave Mustaine. Now that I'm looking at it, not a bad tune. Had it ranked almost in the middle there.
Mm-hmm. Over a 3.
I gave it a 3.4.
Okay, that's good. Mike D, 7.
7, I had Junkie, and I'm with you on this one. Like at first, I wasn't really into the song, but the more I heard it, I'm like, you know what? It's kind of growing on me, and the lyrics are it's more of a positive lyric, instead of talking about doing drugs. You're kind of like giving a positive message.
Right. For me, 7 is Killing Time. It's pretty good. It's a straightforward song, middle of the road, pretty good. The hook's good. Another cool middle part. It's not bad. It's like a 3.25 or something, you know. Yeah. It's a lot. There's a lot of middle of the roads in this record, and then there's a couple that are fucking great, and it makes it for a good average, I think. Damo, track 6, or ranking 6.
Yeah, this one I'm ranked. It was the first track, the opening track, "The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead." I gave this, so it's kind of sits right in the middle. I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad track. I think they could have picked something a little better, as an opener, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Good though.
What annoyed me with the Six song was kind of like I didn't like the way it was laid out lyrically. It just felt very, I don't know, incoherent. Like, I don't know, just
it
a
was
lot
a
of
lot.
blurts. He was blurting a lot of
stuff.
stuff. Does that make sense? If
yeah,
like a lot of blurted lyrics. I don't know.
But the intro is fucking dynamite.
Yeah,
the intro is definitely dynamite. Mike D, what do you have for 6?
I have the Dogs of Chernobyl. Nice little epic piece. A lot of little time changes, and just when you think the song's over, it's just a new part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I got Sacrifice at 6. I like the words. Some of the guitar parts remind me of something off Rust in Peace, which there's a couple familiar Rust in Peace kind of sounding things on this record. The chorus hook's pretty good. It's middle of the road, probably 3.5, you know, a little bit better than middle of the road. And it sounds like Megadeth. Damo, what do you got ranked 5?
5 is Life in Hell. I gave this a 3.75. I really liked it. I like the guitar, you know, the main riff and the verse is pretty badass. And just great playing all over the record. I mean, all across the board. It's great. Yeah. This one I gave I ranked this one on my list number 5 in the top 5.
Nice. Mike D.
I have a Night Stalkers. This is like, for me, this is like where the album like just starts to drive, man. Like this is just, you just want to put it on and just like do shit, you know, move, work out, you know, whatever you got to get done. This album is just going to get you through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For me, 5 ranks in with Life in Hell. The drums are fucking flying on this song.
Oh, so you put that in the same as me.
Yeah. Yeah. The drums are friggin' flying. The lyrics are good. It's got a great little chorus hook. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This is probably like a 3.7 or something like that. It's pretty up there. It's really, really good. The playing through this whole record, man, is fucking brutal. It's great. Like brutal in a good way. Damo, we got ranked in number 4.
Number 4, I have Salubutante, which I guess the lyrics are about like celebrities. So it was pretty cool.
Celebutants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had this ranked at 4. I gave it a 3.8 out of 5.
Yeah. That's good ranking.
Yeah. Yeah. This, you know, from like 5, like the top 5, the songs kind of like stick out a little bit more to me.
Yep. What do you got there, Mike D, for 4?
4, I have We'll Be Back. Nice song to end the album, I thought.
Yeah.
Especially if you didn't buy the version with the covers.
Yeah. Yep. Number 4 for me, Dogs of Chernobyl. Really cool guitar intro. The talking over it, nice build-up verse. It's well put together. It's really put together well. It's a bit long. I mean, 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes, but it feels a little longer than that. But it's put together well. It's pretty epic sounding. At one point, it sounds like it's over, and it slowly kind of comes back. But the guitar parts are so damn good on it. That's why it's ranked at 4 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Damo, what's that number 3?
3, I have Mission to Mars. Kind of remind me of something that could be on Countdown to Extinction, I guess. I gave this one a 3.85, so I got the slight edge over Celubutante.
Yeah.
or
Mike,
or Celu, or is it Celebutante?
Celebutant. Celebutant.
Celebutante.
I said the same thing, so I heard him
Celebutante.
sing it. Then I'm like, okay, now I know what it is. I was calling all kinds of
Celebutante.
names yesterday.
Yeah.
Celebutante. It's Italian.
Yeah.
So Mission to Mars, number 3.
What do you got, Mike, for 3?
I have Killing Time. Great track, man.
It's driving. Definitely driving. For me, number 3, Celebutant. I'm putting in number 3. The beginning reminds me of something that could be off Too Fast for Love, almost. Really, it's got that little bit of that Motley sound in the beginning of that for me. It's just quicker. It just played quicker. I like the hook. Great breakdown part. One of my favorites on the record. This is definitely it's a standout for me. It's not the best, but it's pretty damn close. I probably gave it like a 3.8. All right, now we're getting closer now here. Damo, what you got at number 2?
Number 2, I have We'll Be Back. And I gave that a 4 out of 5. And yeah, man, the songs I liked were really fast, like guitar playing. This one's got like real blazing fast guitars, and it's just like an easy sell for me. So I got that at 2.
Okay. What do you got, Mike, for number 2?
I have Celebritante Tante at number 2. Celebutant at number 2. At first I heard I thought it was kind of like a cheesy track, and then went back the second time, and I'm like, you know what? This is a really good track. Just like the lyrics, it's just like like fuck you to all these celebrities, kind of.
Yeah. For number 2 for me, it's Night Stalker. It was pretty close between 1 and 2. Night Stalker's number 2 for me. It's fucking brutal. It's fucking at you. It's an extremely cool song. The parts work out so well. The Ice-T part is great, and it works. It definitely works. It's a banger. It's fast and it's furious. What do you got for number 1, Damo?
Yeah, number 1 was clear cut, easy. I gave it 5 out of 5, and it was Night Stalkers. That one, man, that's a good driving song, man. I'll hit that pedal to the metal and go all the way. Drive like a friggin' bat out of hell, speed demon.
It is. It's song. Brutal. It's brutal, man. It's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Mike D, what do you got at number 2?
I went with Soldier On.
Oh, number 1. I'm sorry. It's number 1. I'm sorry. Soldier On.
I went with the Soldier On, man. I thought that track was just killer, man. It was just fucking driving right at you. I thought it had nice, like, positive lyrics going on there. When shit's down, you just got to keep soldiering on, get back up, put your big boy pants on, and move along.
Yeah. For me, at number 1 was Soldier On, probably because it was the most memorable, I think, off the record. I think the most brutal one is Night Stalker, but Soldier On, I think, was the biggest hooky one. It sounds like a single. It could be a single.
Yeah.
And how about the ending where they're doing the at the ending? They have a little different ending. It's pretty good. So I want to run down our combination of picks to come out with an ultimate, song 11, song 1 for the Megadeth, and then we'll talk about the record overall. Okay, so here goes the mixtapes and tasty cakes.
Wait, me and you.
What?
Me and you both had number 11, and we had number 1 same.
Our first and last were the same. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is how it all averages out. Here goes the panel's countdown. At number 11, Junkie. At number 10, Mission to Mars. At number 9, The Sick and the Dying and the Dead. Or Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. Number 8 is Sacrifice. Number 7, Killing Time. Number 6, Life in Hell. Number 5, Dogs of Chernobyl. Number 4, We'll Be Back. Number 3, Celebutante. Number 2, Soldier On. And number 1, The Brutal Night Stalkers. So that's how it all kind of averaged out. Night Stalker. We all had it at, I had it at 2. Mike had it at 5, and Dame had it at 1. And it wanted to come with the lowest number, so that ranked the highest. I'll start with you,
Yeah.
Dame. Your thoughts on the Megadeth record overall?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I listened to it maybe like 3 times. Yeah, I gave it I kind of like average out all my scores and came out to 3.59, which I guess is like 3.5 out of 5 stars. So that's a really good record.
Yeah. Yep.
But their last 3-4 records have been really, really solid. They've been really consistent the past I don't know, 10 years maybe.
I agree.
I guess since they like reformed, they've been kind of like giving the fans what they want,
Yeah. Well, it definitely sounds like Megadeth. It definitely
Yeah.
still sounds like Megadeth. Mike D, your thoughts on the record?
Well, going into this, I didn't have quite a positive feeling because we listened to another, and I'm not going to say who it is. We listened to another rocker who just put out something that was kind of ho hum, in my opinion.
Well, you only listened to it
And
once so far.
I'm like, you know what? This is just okay. But to be fair, so
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I was kind of going into this with not too great of hopes here, and especially with the first song, I was like, it's all right, but you could hear his voice is kind of changed, and by the end of the album, I'm like, wow, I was like, man, this album was like really good. And in second listen,
he was
it's
battling
like
cancer through this.
Oh,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
But-
throat cancer.
Yeah.
I didn't really listen to I'm going to say. I mean, they got what 16 albums out now, and
Do they
I
have
think
that many?
Yeah.
I stopped around Risk, so I'm gonna. This is like I heard some
That was
stuff in
the bad
between
one.
that was like but I wasn't expecting much, and I got to say this was pretty damn good. I'm gonna have to go either purchase it or give it a few more listens.
Yeah. For me, his voice is a little deeper. It's probably because the whole throat cancer thing. His voice is a little bit deeper. It still sounds like Dave. His voice is a little bit deeper than usual. Music wise, it's insane. It's so damn good music wise. Vocally, it's still cool. It sounds like Megadeth. So I thought the album was great. I mean, it's definitely worth getting. Damo, if you gave it so you already said this, but I want you to repeat it for me. If you gave it a 1 to 5 stars as a whole record, what would you give it?
Yeah, I average it out to 3.5.
Okay, so Damo gives it a 3.5. Mike D, what would you give it?
Yeah.
Somewhere between a 3.5 and a 4.
Okay. I'm
not going to give it. It's not a 5-star album, but it's pretty damn good.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with it.
Close to a 4.
I'm going to go with a 3.75, which will average this out to 3.75. If we take the 3.5, 3.4, and 3.75. So we'll say 3.75. 1 meaning when it's ranked 1 or 1 star, we'll say it's not good. 2 is okay. 3's decent enough. It's got replay value. 4,
Average.
it's extremely good. 5 is classic. So this lays in between to good and real good, I would say. Yep. So mixtapes, tasty cakes. We'll see you next week.